Good evening, everyone. My name is Kenny Backley from Ferris State University, and I am presenting version 1.6 of my capstone game project. Before I do, though, I must quote the words of a very famous, lovable, and smart scientist. Good news, everyone! I finally got the books to work right! Let's show you. Well, whatever. So yeah, the books, I got them to work. In that I can collect the pages, that I don't get duplicates when I am trying to collect, so I only got 2 pages for that, and I can run that inventory and it wipes all that clean. And also, look at that. It recognizes that there is a quest page that the player is going to have to get. And also, I did it for all 3 books. Weapon History Compendium number 1, Weapon History Compendium number 2, which is this one. There's the... Alright, that has to be fixed in something later because it's supposed to be the page on the right that actually is supposed to be a quest page. Anyways, that's just something tiny. And also, quest page, Weapon Compendium, bows. Yeah, it just feels so great to finally get this done because this was the part of the project I was like really hoping wasn't going to be. Well, no, this is the one that I knew was going to be the hardest part because I'm not much of a programmer, but after this, I feel much better about programming in Unreal. I mean, I don't know if I'll be a pro, but I'm definitely not going to be a novice. So that right there is gameplay. So how does this all work? I'm going to take the first inventory book to show you. So first off, I think I've heard this before in the previous update. This is how the pages are actually displayed onto the widget. But this is new right here. First off, I wanted to first set up what I first wanted to do for this was take this, connect quest page to the condition right there, so that I was hoping for is that the data was going to immediately transfer and just I don't have to add a variable. So basically, the selected page, if I was to click on this, it would select the page, and that goes to selected left page. The data would then go to there, as well as the data from here would go to there, or really into this, and that would then set the style for if it was highlighted, which is this, or not highlighted, which is that. But eventually, it was just really starting to wear me out, so I just created a variable, which I think is definitely a smart move, especially since I am going to have to use this as a quest page to notify the player next week for when I create the actual quest system. That'll have to go later when I clean up the bins. And basically that's the same thing for the right page as to how, okay, that also has to go. God damn it. Yeah, you know what, but basically what that was basically repeated this, and I eventually fixed that, so basically, yeah, it's not really needed at all. Anyways, so yeah, that is how all that works, and then I've already showed this page data. I cleaned up the way the data is transferred to the player. It has to be collect page information. The target is the player's character inventory. It transfers to add page to inventory, add page to inventory. That is how it's added to inventory. I basically took a normal add item to inventory and updated it for the use of pages, or the pages in my book, in my game, though pages are basically kind of an item. It's just its own separate category of items. Well, it will be when this game is worked on in future updates that are beyond the capstone level. So yeah, that is basically how the inventory for the books. So now the inventory for the page. First off, new custom text that I got from someone on Tumblr. He was giving off his old work, and I basically included that was this text, and I'm like, all right, sure, I'll take it. I'm gonna send him I'll try to send him a message anyways to see if I can. I'd have to credit him or not, but if he just gave it away for free, I'm pretty sure that anyone can use it. I'll still message him though about it. If not, well, I can always figure out a way to fix that up. But anyways, so player inventory. This page, I don't know if I showed this last update. It was like a week goes by really fast. So nothing really changed for this one. This garbage right there. Just this. Oh, I'll leave that there for now. All that is there in inventory. I don't need to repeat that since that's just that stuff. This was basically a failed attempt to have the pages just go in a uniform grid pattern, which I just can't seem to figure it out. They're gonna have to update like how scrollbox works, or like a way so you can have like two things in the middle, like 1, 2, or 3, or set the number of like columns. Anyway, that's not really important. That's page list. There is for the details, that each one of these yellow text boxes go through a function which gets the item from the player's inventory. That's the page that is clicked here. That basically goes, they get the data out of that, and that prints out a string for this. So if I was to get like book 1, acts, and page number 1, this would be page number 1, this would be acts, and that would be book number 1. Pretty simple. Oh, and this right here, it was originally this immediately to that, but I found that if I created a boolean for if the page is selected or not, and just set it to a branch, basically what would happen is instead of when I removed a page from the inventory, it would go immediately to the next page in player's inventory, it would be basically wipe it all clean, which is much nicer and cleaner. Yeah, unfreeze character. Oh, this is remove the item from the index, so this is the select page. I don't need select item for this. It's not page. It's not that big. I'll just say right there. Select the page from the player's inventory, remove from index, and that is the page number selected. And very hard. The page list. We just reorganize the whole thing. So, and the page number selected. Oh yeah, this is selecting the page right here. So when it's clicked, it would then trigger the select page, and page number selected. So that goes with the temporary file right here. So yeah, this is I'm almost wrapped up with the main game. I'm almost ready for final polishing and for cleanup of all the stuff that I do not require here. All this like random junk that's just lying about. Ugh. Shows though how much I've been working to try to figure out, going through all the tutorials and trying to get everything to work nice and smoothly. Yeah, that'll be for hopefully next week, because I'm pretty sure with the proper tutorial I can go through the entire this process of creating a quest system very easily, hopefully a few days. But yeah, by the end of next week, I'm definitely going to be cleaning this all up, and with a new schedule I'll be getting for my work, I'll have more time to work on the project, which is fantastic. Oh, I am just talking a lot. And I think that's it. I think that's all my patch notes. It was, basically just getting the inventory system all done and stuff. That was basically the big point of this game. next week I will again be working on the quest system. Oh yeah, I also have an intro video. I wish I could get into Unreal, but apparently I cannot because I can't, as Adobe After Effects will not export it or render it out in the proper format, which is MP4. I can't. Ugh, I'm so angry that it just won't do it. So, yeah. There's the intro video all done, and which I hope to get into the game soon. And there's the system. Pages all done. Yada. Oh. That's it. That's everything. That's has been update 1.6 of Kenny Backley's Superhero. Well, no, it's not really that. It's Peritia Aurum Training Ground Capstone Game Project. And it's been, again, Kenny Backley. I hope you have a wonderful night, or day, or whatever time you're watching this. And I am out of here. And only I can now jump off the... Yep. Courtesy of Invisible Wall. I'd do something awesome, but I just can't. Anyways. So yeah, good night, everyone, or good morning, or whatever. Peace out.